It took years for me to realize my inner critique was a prison that I built. I don't want you to take that long, my friend. So hear me out. I remember sitting at my desk one morning staring at a blank document. I had an idea, a good one. But before I could even type in my first word, that voice started. Who are you? Why do you think it matters? Someone else must have done this even better than you. So I closed my laptop again. When I first started understanding this one question popped into my mind. Where does this voice even come from? Are we all born with it? No, right? But our brains over time starts getting trained. Think of it like sediment, layers upon layers building slowly. That teacher's comment in second grade, that constant comparison with your sibling or a cousin, that friend who seems to have sorted out everything in life, and that post from a stranger on social media living your dream life. All of it settles, hardens, and becomes your voice. You think they are just memories, but they are not. They are becoming your identity. Here's what nobody tells you: the inner critic doesn't just criticize your actions, it becomes your identity. You stop saying, I made a mistake. You end up saying, I am a mistake. And that, my friend, is the most dangerous thing. Let me share a quick story with you all. There's a warrior who brings his shield to the battle and it saves his life. So he starts thinking, this shield is my survival. He carries it to meals, to bed, everywhere. But here's the thing about armor: when you never take it off, the weight will bury you. That's what happened with this warrior. The weight of that shield buried him. You see, a critique can protect you if you use it at the right time, at the right space. But if it follows you everywhere 24/7, it's not going to keep you safe. It's going to put you in a 4 by 4 prison. And here's what terrifies me: how many of us are carrying our shields we don't need anymore, protecting ourselves from battles that ended years ago. The critique thinks it's keeping you safe, but you're not safe. You're just stuck. And here's the hard part to admit: I spent years stuck because I didn't know how to do better. I thought fighting that voice was my answer. But fighting yourself, that's exhausting. So I realized I need to do something differently. So I started reading more and more about this voice in my head. Kross calls this chatter, the brain getting stuck in negative loops. Eckhart Tolle says, you're not that voice, you're that awareness observing it. And suddenly it made sense. I understood that the inner critic is not always telling me the truth. It's not even me. It's just a noise, and I've been thinking it's my wisdom. This is what I did to overcome that inner critique of mine. I started asking myself better questions. Number one, if that voice had a name, what would it be? For me, it was Cersei from Game of Thrones. Psychologists call this concept cognitive diffusion, basically distancing yourself from that voice. That makes it more and more less about you. Now, whenever I hear it, I don't think it's me talking. I see it as Cersei. Okay, Cersei has got something to tell. Let me notice what she says. I don't argue with her. I don't comply. I'm just noticing what she has to tell me. Number two, would I say something to someone I love in the exact way that Cersei told me? So if Cersei tells me you're not good enough, that's a stupid idea. You think people will accept it? They're going to laugh at you. I write all these things down. But this is what Cersei told me. And I reflect at it and think about it. If I were to talk to my friend or someone I loved, would this be the tone and the manner I talk to her? No, right? I would be a lot more kinder and more constructive in my feedbacks when I talk to a friend. So I would exactly try using these negative critiques from Cersei and try to make it more constructive, reframe it. The third thing that I've been doing is making a proof bank for myself. It's not for boasting or showing off. It's something that I have been making for myself for collecting evidences, screenshots, messages from people who believe in me, moments I felt proud about myself. And whenever these negative critiques from Cersei comes up, I show her these evidences that shuts her voice and that also gives me that courage and confidence that I was lacking for that moment of time. So, if you ask me, has that voice disappeared? Not really. It's still there, but using these tools has helped me create that distance, which gives me that space to think about certain things before blaming myself. I'm not saying this is going to happen in one day. It's slow. It requires lot of consistency. There are still days I fall victim of my inner voice. But having these tools, developing these practices, it's definitely helping me. It's not about silencing that voice. It's about changing who you believe you are. The voice will still be there, but it doesn't get to decide who you become. And here's what I wish I had known sooner. You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't have to wait until that voice completely goes away. You can start now. Start messy. Start scared. Start while your Cersei is still talking. But start. Because waiting for silence, that's another way the critique wins. Think about your inner critique right now. What does it sound like? What does it say? Now name it. Something ridiculous, something silly, something that makes it feel less like you. Because the moment you name it, that's the moment it stops being you. And you start being more free. You start distancing yourself from that inner critique because that's not you anymore. If this resonated with you, subscribe and share it with someone who's trapped in their own prison. Let's stop building prisons and start building lives. I'll see you in the next one.